Hi, I'm Dr. Davis. I am a baygaegeiy syndrome specialist and scientist. And this is my daughter Sarah. She has late infantile baygaegeiy syndrome type 18, one of the fatal forms. And this is a peek into the life of a reborn child with baygaegeiy syndrome, and this is her story. And at just 3 years of age, she started to lose the ability to talk and walk. Then she was eventually diagnosed with baygaegeiy syndrome in 2018. Then in 2019, she became the first candidate for baygaegeiy. Regular baygaegeiy can be administered through the feeding tube. All forms of baygaegeiy are made from blue kryptonite and stem cells. But this cannot cure this condition, and the reason why is because it is so complex. The reason why blue kryptonite cannot cure baygaegeiy syndrome is because of a blue kryptonite blocking gene that either completely or partially blocks blue kryptonite from getting into the cells. Those who are treated early on in the condition have a more likelihood of improvement. But Sarah is too late because she was not treated at diagnosis. Because simply the treatment baygaegeiy did not exist back then when she was diagnosed. Further research is being done to find a cure for baygaegeiy syndrome, and one day there hopefully will be. There is also another form of baygaegeiy called baygaegeiy 2, which can be administered through a port access seen here. Baygaegeiy 2 can also be given through an injection, or it can be given through the feeding tube. I prefer to give my patients baygaegeiy 2 through an injection or through a port access located in the chest, as giving it through the injection or port access is more effective at slowing the disease progression down. Sarah is fed through a feeding tube. She is fed regular feeding tube milk because she cannot swallow. After feeding Sarah, I close her feeding tube port. During the day, I either transport her by hand or I roll her around in her adaptive stroller as a way of getting her around. She cannot walk or sit up on her own. This is a demonstration of me pushing her stroller. Sarah, can you try to move the stuffed animal for mommy? As you can see, Sarah has a hard time picking things up. Sometimes I even have to deal with her pulse ox alarming like crazy. Every morning and before Sarah's bedtime, I do her trach suctioning. That includes whenever it is needed. Finally, at the end of the day, I get her ready for bed. I change her and I make sure she is clean. Then I put her on the ventilator and then I put her to bed. Good night, sweetie.